Good afternoon. My name is Patricia Lloyd. This class is ethics, and this report is about me. What it took to make me. My mother always told us that we were Black Dutch, Black Guinea, and Mohawk Indian. And my father, although I'm the baby of the bunch, I really didn't get to meet my father or his family, but my cousins and my mother told me that his mother was from the reservation in Providence, Rhode Island, Narragansett Indian, and I'm not really sure what his father was. I'm starting to think that he probably was from either Maryland or I'm coming up with South Carolina. I never been to the South. I didn't go to the South until I was 26, and that was with friends. My mother was not from the South. Her people were from upstate New York, Syracuse. She used to say Hohokus, New York, which, as I researched, I have a feeling that Hohokus, New York was in New Jersey, and maybe they didn't separate New York and New Jersey on Route 17. That's just my assumption. When I look in Ancestry.com is how I did most of my research. Because I am the baby, and most of my family, my father's family, and some of my mother's family, they're not here no longer. So, that's it. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me. As you know, you can see I am of African descent, but as I did my research, I didn't come up with any Africans. I came up with probably some, maybe European. I'm not really sure because the census, they say they class them either as Indian or mulatto. And so I'm not really sure if they were mixed white or Indian. I do know that I did follow my father's mother up to the Narragansett Indian tribe. I'll start with my father. He's a Lloyd, Lloyd, while he was in Providence, Rhode Island. They were from Narragansett. They're supposed to be Narragansett Indian. I'm not sure what else they're mixed with. But as it show on Ancestry.com, his great-grandma, her people were from Narragansett Indian tribe. Their last name was Combs. She married a guy named Nathaniel Walters. He was from Virginia, Mecklenburg, Virginia, and she had my grandma, Ethel Walters. Ethel Walters, her name was. That's my father's mother. She married George Lloyd, which I really don't know where he's from. And they had about 5 kids while still in Providence, Rhode Island. They had 5 kids. They moved to Newark, New Jersey, and that's where they had the last daughter. On my mother's side, her grandma's name was Jane Ray. She married a Thomas Ray. I had to get her birth certificate to see what her maiden name was. I was unable to continue my research because I needed her mother's maiden name. But it was Mary Ray. She married Thomas Ray. And from that union, they had about 7 kids. What was interesting back then, because the research wasn't that great. She lost like 2 sets of twins. I got to see all my aunts and uncles on Ancestry. It showed that where they were born. They moved to Elizabeth, New Jersey they were in New Jersey. They moved to Elizabeth, and that's where everybody stayed. That's where they were born. That's where my mother was born, and that's where I was born. It's not much I really can say anymore from that, because it was really a straight shot. I am still in the process of doing research. I've been doing research now for about 6 years, and this is what I come up with. It's hard when you're working and going to school and then trying to do research. It's really a long, drawn-out process. I really would like to find out which tribe of Africa we're from. I would love to try that research. I'm not really sure how to start it, but I guess I can start with Ancestry.com. I did do the swab test to find out what else I mixed with. In school, I always had problems when we had Nationality Day, because I'm American, and that's all I can say is I'm American. I really haven't been anywhere else. So I would wear blue jeans and red or white shirt, because I'm American. I'm just a Black American of African descent, as well as Indian descent, and probably a lot of other descents. Well, that's my report, and thank you for listening. So long.